Namaste children, welcome to Samveda e-classes learning program. In the previous class, we discussed about the new lesson real numbers. In this session, that means session 2 part 2, we are going to learn many more things, my dear students, many more things. So, I welcome you for this wonderful session. Be ready with your notebook, maths textbook, pen and paper. Okay, are you ready? Yes. Let us start the class by a beautiful quote given by Galileo Galilei. Mathematics is the language which God has written the universe. See what a beautiful quote. Mathematics is the language with which God has written the universe. See how a beautiful statement given by Galileo Galilei. I salute the great human being and let us start the lesson. See, in the previous class I gave some homework. These are the two sums given to you. I think you finished your homework and correct it. I will give some solutions for this one. Before going to give the solution, let recall what we learnt in the previous class. See, what is an algorithm? An algorithm is a series of well defined steps which gives a procedure for solving a type of problems, the given problems. Now, what is lemma? A lemma is a proven statement used for proving another statement. These are the two important words we learned in the previous session or previous class, my dear students. See, what is an algorithm? What is a lemma? An algorithm is a series of well defined steps which gives a procedure for solving a type of problem. A lemma is a proven statement used for another statement. Euclid division lemma is a technique to find the HCF. It follows some steps. What are those steps? Let us recall it once. To obtain the HCF of two positive integers, say a and b, with a is greater than b, you have to follow these steps, my dear students. What are those? Step 1, apply Euclid division lemma to a and b. So, we find the whole numbers q and r such that a is equal to bq plus r, where r is less than or equal to 0, less than b. This is the first step, my dear students. What is the second step? If r is 0, then b is the HCF. The remainder is 0. The divisor, that is b, is the HCF of a and b. If r is not 0, it is not equal to 0, then you have to apply this division lemma to further b and r up to what? The step 3 continues the process till the remainder is 0, and the divisor at this stage will be the required HCF, my dear students. Okay? You have to follow these 3 steps, my dear students, to find the HCF of given two positive integers. Now, these are the solutions. See, use Euclid division algorithm to find the HCF of 4052 and 12576. The first step, in the first step 12576 is the dividend and 4052 is the divisor, the remainder is 420. Now, in the second step 4052 is a dividend, 420 is the divisor and the remainder is 272. You have to continue, and in the last step 24 is the dividend, 4 is the divisor and the remainder is 0. So, the HCF of these two numbers, that is 4052 and 12576, is 4. I think you all done this sum. Congratulations. Let us move on to the second one. Show that any positive odd integer is of the form 4 cube plus 1 or 4 cube plus 3, where q is some integer. I already given hint in the previous class. Okay. So many students done it well. Congratulations. Let's check it with my answer. Let's start with taking a, where a is a positive odd integer. We apply the division algorithm with a and b. B is equal to 4, since r is less than or equal to 0, less than 4. The possible remainders are 0, 1, 2 and 3, my dear students. Now, that is, a can be equal to 4q or 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 2 or 4q plus 3, where q is quotient. However, since a is odd, a cannot be 4q or 4q plus 2. Why? Because both are divisible by 2. So, it is even. Therefore, any odd integer is of the form of 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. Okay. Congratulations, many students done it well. Now, we can recall the learning concepts. In the first session, we discussed about Euclid division lemma and some examples. In this session, we are going to learn more examples, how to solve the examples and fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Okay. Are you ready? And this session, the second session, we are going to learn the examples and the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Now, a word problem it is. A sweet seller has 422 Kaju burpees and 130 Badam burpees. Note down, my dear students, 420 Kaju burpees and 130 Badam burpees. She wants to stock them in such a way that each stock has the same number and they take up least area of the tray. See, note down, it least area of the tray. What is the number of that can be placed in each stock for this purpose? Okay. Please note down the problem, my dear students. A sweet seller has 422 Kaju burpees and 130 Badam burpees. She wants to stock them in such a way that each stock has the same number and they take the least area of the tray. What is the number of that can be placed in each stock of this purpose? Okay. Now, what is the solution? This can be done by trial and error, but now we can do it systematically. What to do now? We have to find the HCF of 420 and 130. See, this is a technique. If you find the HCF of 420 and 130, you will get the solution for this problem, my dear students. Then this number will give the maximum number of burpees in each stock and the number of stocks will be the least. The area of the tray that is used up will be the least. Okay. If you find the HCF, you will get these result, my dear students. Now, let us use Euclid algorithm to find the HCF, my dear students. The first step, what is the statement? If you write in a statement, we have A is equal to BQ plus R, where R is less than or equal to 0, less than B. Here A is, we already know, that is dividend, B is divisor, Q is quotient, R is the remainder. Now, 420, if you divide 420 by 130, we will get 30 is the remainder. See, 420 is equal to 130 into 3, the remainder will be 30. Now, here you can take 130 and 30 for the next step. 130 be the dividend, 30 be the divisor. Divide 130 by 30, you will get 30 into 4 120. If you subtract from 130, the remainder is 10, my dear students. So, notice here the remainder is not a 0, we proceed further. So, now you have to take another 2 here. So, B and R, here B is 30 and R is 10. Now, you have to take for the next step 30, here 30 is the dividend and 10 is the divisor. Divide 30 by 10, now 10 into 3 30, the remainder is 0. Now, what is an HCF? The HCF of 420 and 130 is 10, my dear students. Okay, how it is? I think it is wonderful now. Okay, therefore, the sweet seller can make the stock of 10 for both kinds of burpees. See how many burpees they can make a stocks, that is 10, it will get the least space also. Next, the very important, the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. What is the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, my dear students? Is anybody know? Okay, I will tell you. See, every composite number, what is that? Every composite number can be expressed or factorized as a product of primes. See, underline this word, my dear students, primes, and this factorization is unique apart from the order in which the prime factors occurs. See, what is fundamental theorem of arithmetic? Every composite number can be expressed or factorized as a product of primes, and this factorization is unique apart from the order in which the prime factors occurs. This is the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Please note down, my dear students. By using fundamental theorem of arithmetic, let us come to solve some problems. The first problem is express 140 as a product of its prime factors. You have to express 140 as a product of its prime factors, my dear students. Now, first find the prime factors of 140. 140 we can divide by 2, we get 70. Again 70 can divide by 2, we get 35. Okay, 35 divided by 5, we get 7. 7 divided by 1 is 7. So, the prime factors of 140 is 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. See, this is a product of the prime factors. See, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 5 is 20, 20 into 7 is 140. So, 140 can be expressed as the prime factors, a product of prime factors as 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. Now, simply we can written as 140, 2 into 2 can be written as 2 to the power of 2 and 5 can be written as it is, or otherwise 5 to the power of 1, 7 can be written as 7 as it is, or 7 to the power of 1. See, this is the product of prime factors of 140. Please note down, my dear students. Let us move on to the another problem. Express 3825 as a product of its prime factors. Let us do it. Okay, you can start now. Okay, I will share the answer, compare to your answer. 3825, divide 3825 by 3, we get 1275. So, you can take the prime factor 3, divide 1275 by 3, we get 425. In unit place there is a 5, so we can divide 425 by the prime factor 5. You can use the divisibility laws here. So, 425 divided by 5, we get 85. Again 85 divided by 5, we get 17. My dear students, 3825 can be written as 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 17. So, the product of 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 17 is 3825. We can write simply as it is 3 to the power of 2 and 5 to the power of 2 into 17. So, the product of prime factors of the given number 3825 is 3 square into 5 square into 17. Please note down, my dear students. If you done it correct, congratulations, otherwise you have to note down. Let us move on to the next one. Find the LCM and HCF of 6 and 20 by prime factorization method. Note down the problem. You know how to find LCM, how to find HCF, but here there is another method you have to find by prime factorization method. So, how to solve this? I will show you. We have 6 can be written as the product of prime factors 2 into 3 and 20 can be written as 2 into 2 into 5. So, that is 2 to the power of 2 into 5. So, the HCF of 6 and 20 is 2. Here 2 is a common and highest common factor is 2, therefore, HCF is 2. Now, LCM is 2 into 2 into 3 into 5, 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 5s are 60. So, the HCF and LCM of these two numbers, see HCF is 2 and LCM is 60. So, my dear students, note that HCF of 6 and 20 is 2 to the power of 1, that is the product of the smallest power of each common prime factor in the numbers, and the LCM of 6 comma 20 is 2 to the power of 2 into 3 to the power of 1 into 5 to the power of 1, that is the product of greatest power of each prime factor involved in the number. So, from the above example, you may notice that HCF of 6 comma 20 into LCM of 6 comma 20 is 2 into 60. That is, in fact, we can verify that for any two positive integers a and b, the HCF of a comma b into LCM of a comma b is equal to the product of the given two integers, that is a into b. We can use this result to find the LCM of two positive integers. If we have already found the HCF of the two positive integers, find the HCF of 96 and 404 by prime factorization method, hence find their LCM also. So, for the first one we have to find the HCF first, then afterward using HCF we have to find the LCM. So, the prime factorization of 96 and 404 gives, see 96 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, that is 2 to the power of 5 into 3, and 404 can be written as 2 into 2 into 101, that is 2 to the power of 2 into 101. Therefore, the HCF of these two integers is, what is HCF? Come on, tell me students, what is HCF? Yes, you are right. That is 2 to the power of 2, that is 4. Now, using this 4 and 96 and 404, you have to find LCM. So, we know the statement we already found. HCF of A comma B into LCM of A comma B is A into B, that is 4 into LCM of 96 comma 404, that is 96 into 404. Divide both sides by 4, we get LCM is equal to 96 into 404 by 4. You have to divide it by 4, that is 404 divided by 4 is 101. So, 96 into 101, that is when you multiply we get the product, that is 9696. So, this is the LCM. My dear students, see, if we know HCF, we can find LCM easily. Okay, let us move on to the next one. Find the HCF of and LCM of 6, 72 and 120 using prime factorization method. Okay, now we can do it now. I will show the answer. You have to compare your answer, my dear students. We have 6 can be written as 2 into 3. This is a product of prime factors. And 72 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, that is 2 to the power of 3 into 3, that is 2 to the power of 3 into 3 square, that is 72 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2, that is 3 into 3, that is 2 to the power of 3 into 3 square. And 120 can be written as 2 to the power of 3 into 3 into 5. So, here 2 and 3 are the smallest powers, that is 2 to the power of 1 and 3 to the power of 1 are the smallest powers of the common factors 2 and 3 respectively. Therefore, the HCF of 6, 72, 120, the 3 integers here, that is 2 to the power of 1 into 3 to the power of 1, that is 2 into 3, that is 6, my dear students. Please compare your answer, and if it is wrong you have to note down. Let us move on to the further. Now, here 2 to the power of 3 and 3 to the power of 2 and 5 to the power of 1 are the greatest powers of the prime factors 2, 3 and 5 respectively involved in the 3 numbers. So, LCM of these 6, 72, 120 is 2 to the power of 3 into 3 square into 5 to the power of 1, that is 2 to the power of 3 is 8, 3 to the power of 2 is 9 into 5, that is 8 into 9 into 5, that is 360. So, this is the LCM. Now, you can use this one, compare the previous, that is LCM of A comma B into HCF of A comma B is equal to A into B. You can compare this if it is true or false for 3 given integers. Okay? This is an activity for you. Now, let us move on to the next one, my dear students. Given that HCF of 306, 657 is 9, find LCM of 306, 657. The solution, we know that LCM into HCF is equal to the product of 2 numbers, or HCF into LCM is equal to product of 2 numbers. So, LCM is 306 into 657 divided by 9. We have to divide both sides by HCF. We get LCM is equal to 306 into 657 by HCF. The HCF is already given, that is 9. You have to put in place of HCF is 9. So, you have to solve it. See, 657 divided by 9 is 73. So, we have to multiply 306 into 73. The LCM is 22,338. Okay, my dear students. This is one of the word example. See, this is wonderful example. There is a circular path around a sports field. Sonia takes 18 minutes to drive one round of the field, while Ravi takes 12 minutes for the same. Suppose they both start at the same point at the same time and go in the same direction. After how many minutes will they meet again at the starting point? See, Sonia takes 18 minutes to drive one round around the field. Ravi takes 12 minutes for the same. Suppose they both start at the same point at the same time and go in the same direction. After how many minutes they will meet again at the starting point? So, this is wonderful example, my dear students. It is very curiosity, and let us find the solution. To find the time they meet again in the same point, we have to find the LCM of the time. You have to find the LCM. See, lowest common multiple. 18 can be written as 2 into 3 into 3, the product of prime factors. 12 can be written as 2 into 2 into 3. 18 can be again simply written as 2 into 3 square. 12 can be written as 2 to the power of 2 into 3. So, the LCM is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3, that is 2 square into 3 square, that is 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 3s are 36. Therefore, after 36 minutes they meet again at the same point, my dear students. Really, it is wonderful problem, na? Next, we move on to the quiz session. Are you ready to play the quiz? Yes. Given positive integers a and b, there exists unique integer q and r satisfying a is equal to bq plus r. Now, the options are option A, option 0 less than or equal to r is equal to b, B 0 less than or equal to r less than b, C 0 is equal to r less than or equal to b, D 0 greater than or equal to r greater than or equal to b. You have to think it once. Which is the correct statement for this one? Yes, you are right. That is option B, 0 less than or equal to r less than b. Wonderful. Let us move on to the next one. HCF of a comma b into LCM of a comma b is. The options are option A into b, option B, a divided by b, option C, a plus b, option D, a minus b. Yes, think it once. Which is the answer? Yes, you are right. That is a into b. HCF of a comma b into LCM of a comma b is the product of the given two integers. Yes, you are right. Okay, my dear students, what we learned today? Some more examples on Euclid division lemma and fundamental theorem of arithmetic and some examples. So, you have to practice it one and have to practice some problems. It is a time for you to give homework. Express each number as a product of its prime factors. So, you have to express the given numbers as a prime product of its prime factors. So, problems are A 156, B 5005, C 7429. Find the LCM and HCF of the following phase of integers and verify LCM into HCF is equal to product of two numbers. You have to find LCM and HCF of given numbers. For example, 26 and 91, you have to find the LCM and HCF. Then you have to verify the LCM into HCF is equal to product of these two numbers. Okay, you have to do the work and show it to your teacher. We can meet you in the third session. Thank you. Keep learning always.